Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's reading we're going to be answering the question, how does your person feel, non-romantic edition? So I've been getting some requests from a few of my subscribers to do a version of this video that is not specifically centered around romantic connections. So this reading is going to be great for any of you guys out there who have a person on your mind that is not necessarily a romantic connection, and you're curious to understand where they stand with you and how they're currently feeling about you. So we're going to be doing the reading very similarly to the way that I do the romantic version, but just trying to remove some of that romantic focused energy from it, since obviously this is meant to be more for platonic or familial or other types of connections. So let's get into our disclaimers. Keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading, so some messages may apply quite specifically to you, while other messages might not. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Please don't allow it to get you upset if something that is said in a general reading does not specifically resonate with your situation. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can do so will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your personal situation. Okay, let's get into our pile selection. So in this reading, we're going to be working with 3 piles. For pile number 1, we're working with the Mahogany Tarot and this Smoky Quartz crystal. For pile number 2, we're going to be working with the Modern Witch Tarot and this Lapis Lazuli crystal. For pile number 3, we're going to be working with the Lord of the Rings Tarot and this Pyrite. So I want you guys to think about your person and take a deep breath. Think about how this person feels about you and your connection. Whatever it is that you need to know, let it be true in this reading. Go ahead and select the deck or crystal you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below where you can locate the timestamp that will take you to your pile selection. See you there. Hey pile 1, if you guys picked out the Mahogany Tarot with the Smoky Quartz crystal, this will be your reading. We're looking into how your person is currently feeling about you. And as I mentioned in the intro, and as you guys probably saw when you clicked on this video, this is going to be the non-romantic edition. So a lot of my subscribers have been asking me to do a non-romantic focused video on this. So this is going to be for those of you that have maybe a different type of connection that you're needing guidance on. So we're going to start with some pre-shuffled oracle cards just to kind of see where your person stands with regard to this connection, and then we're going to move into the tarot to see how they're feeling. So starting us off, we have the Eagle Spirit. And we have the message of kin. So, you and this person seem to belong to some sort of group together, but I'm also feeling like maybe this person is maybe feeling a bit left out of the group for some reason. Like, I'm getting a message here about belonging or needing support for some reason. I think that this person could be having a hard time right now in just like trusting others. Maybe they're having a hard time discerning whether or not this group that you guys belong to is really for them or not for them, or whether you, my viewer, are for them or not for them. And I think what this person is perhaps trying to do right now is to zoom the lens out and look at the situation from a higher perspective. Because I think that there's been, if it's not like currently the energy that I'm tapping into that I just described, if that's not like the current situation and you're like, no, we're getting along, whatever, like, I think in the recent past, there's been something that this person has been really focused on, like caught up in the details of the situation or stressing out over the details of the situation. And they're in this space of zooming the lens out and trying to see things from a higher perspective at this time. You think about an eagle, right? obviously it's flying really high in the sky. So when you zoom the lens out, those problems that seem so big in the moment when you're face to face with them on the ground become a lot smaller. You kind of put things into perspective and really ask yourself, okay, was this really that big of a deal? Now that I zoom the lens out, now that I see the bigger picture, is it really that big of a deal? Okay, that's what I'm getting from them. It's like they're trying to figure out where they fit in, but also sort of distance themselves from problems or things that have been upsetting them. So, and look, as I parted the deck, we have the 5 of Wands reversed. So yeah, this person is walking away from fighting or arguing or trouble from their perspective. So let's see how they feel about you, pile 1. So how does this person feel about my pile 1 viewers, please? We have a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, a 9 of Swords reverse. Okay. Oh, wow, a 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Let's clarify this 9 of Pentacles in reverse. A 9 of Cups. Clarifying the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Cups. And clarifying this 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers in reverse. We have a Queen of Swords at the bottom, air energy, which makes a lot of sense with that eagle spirit. This person is definitely like, I think they're in a space right now where they're really trying to focus on themselves and focus on the things that make them happy. And I'm almost getting that this person may have cut you out, you guys, in some way. Like there's been some sort of a breakdown here. Now, Queen of Swords, sometimes with the court cards, this can be the energy that the person is embodying right now, but it can also be the way that they are viewing you. So if you guys have been watching like my my tarot cards as feelings shorts that I do, a lot of times when we get to the court cards, you'll notice that I'm describing them more as like personalities or energies. So it can kind of go either way. Somebody in this connection, whether it be you or whether it be this person, has, I think, maybe cut the other one off. Okay, with that Queen of Swords being here at the bottom of the deck. I want to just pull one more. Let's pull this little chakra card really quick, and then we'll get into this. But with all of these 9s being here, I definitely see this person is focusing on themselves right now. And I think that this person they're moving through a lesson of their own. They're on the verge of kind of closing out this cycle for themselves. How do they feel about pile 1, please? Okay, this one, hold on, you guys, there's too many. Hold on. How do they feel about pile 1? Third eye. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. So, and then we have expression, throat chakra, Queen of Swords. Express your true self, the world needs you. I definitely feel like this person, like there was an energy of them feeling like they didn't fit in or that they don't fit in with you or your group that you guys are a part of. And I do see with the Queen of Swords and the 9 of Swords being here, that something about communication was maybe a challenge for this person or activated by this situation where they really had to maybe speak up and clearly advocate for themselves in a way that they hadn't done before, or vice versa. Again, the Queen of Swords could be the way that they're perceiving you, but I just keep feeling like this person walked away or that there was a severance of ties here, that somebody communicated very directly to the other person that like, this isn't going to fly anymore. I think that this person, when it came to this connection with you, or when it comes to this connection with you, and I'm sorry I keep talking about it in the past tense, but the energy I'm feeling is that this is something in the past. Like you and this person have already severed ties in a way, so it doesn't feel like you and this person are currently together. That might not be the case for everyone, but I think with the third eye coming up here, and the Nine of Swords, I think that this person for a while, for a long time, I think that they were very preoccupied about their friendship or their connection with you. I think that there was an energy of them maybe not seeing things as clearly as they could have been. They were in their head a little bit too much about it. And I think part of this distancing themselves from you was so that they could see things more clearly and see things more truly for what they really are. Third eye energy is about clear seeing, clear sight. And when we're in this Three of Swords energy of preoccupation, anxiety, we're not seeing things clearly, okay? We're stressed out. Our mind, our logic, our logical mind, or just our mind in general is projecting things onto the situation that may not actually be true, okay? So this person is now very clear and direct about where they stand with this situation. I feel that this person is no longer feeling anxious about your connection anymore because they've distanced themselves here with the Eight of Cups. This person definitely feels that they've made the right decision, in my opinion, based off what I'm seeing here. I think that they feel they've made the right decision to move away from whatever it was that was stressing them out about this situation here. They're gone to explore greener pastures. There was something with this situation that was not fulfilling to them anymore. I'm wondering if you guys had, with the Ten of Pentacles being here and the Lovers, this could be somebody that you had a really strong connection with for a long time, especially with this Ten of Pentacles being here, because this is like the energy of legacy. This could have been a family member. This could have been a really long-term friend, maybe even a business partner for some of you guys. But it feels that there was some sort of legacy or maybe even something financial that the two of you had tied together that severed here. That's no longer a thing anymore. You guys were not in alignment maybe with what the future of the connection was going to look like, the future of the business, the future of the finances, the future legacy, whatever it was. But it definitely feels that this was something that had been in the works for a really long time. And there was a lack of being on the same page here. There's definitely an energy of them feeling like you guys are no longer aligned for sure because of this breakdown. And there's definitely a financial component to this for some of you guys. Now, this Nine of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups is interesting. And this is why, again, I feel that this person is more focused on themselves. I feel like this person may have felt like you guys perhaps needed a lot of financial support, or there was something about like your independence, right? Like that was lacking. Like it feels like maybe they felt that this was a codependent relationship from their perspective, maybe. And because this card is about being able to function in society on your own, right? Like you pay your own bills, you stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need support. You don't need help. But when we have it coming up in the reverse, this is when we need help. This is when we need others to support us. This is when we're not independent. Okay? And I think that there was some dynamic in this connection where they perceived you as maybe not being independent on your own, that you needed them for help. But there was also a side of them that kind of liked that in a way, which is weird with the Nine of Cups. It definitely feels like there's some codependent energy here between the two of you. Like it might have given them some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like energy. It gave them satisfaction. It gave them fulfillment that you needed them financially or something. It's weird. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know why, but and again, the energies can be flipped. I kind of feel this group, there's some mirroring energy. And like, as I'm getting into this reading, my throat is just getting really dry. I definitely feel like communication was challenged between the both of you guys. But right now, you know, this person I think is quite satisfied to just do their own thing, you know. I think they're quite satisfied to be unattached from the situation. I think that they're exploring greener pastures. I think they've trusted in their intuition that they made the right decision here to follow their own path. So let's see what else we need to know for pile 1. How does pile 1's person feel about them? Oh, we have trap, victim, allure, and trick are the key words there. How do they feel about pile 1? Oh, okay. We have right, ceremony, mystery, and magic. Why did I feel like a card like that was going to come out? I don't know. There's a little bit of like negative juju that I'm picking up on from this person or just from this situation. We also have memories. Yep. Like I was saying, you guys, this definitely is someone you have a long history with, especially with that card coming up. And look, we have marionette coming up here, dictatorship, domination, and reluctance. There was a dynamic at play here where somebody felt like they were being controlled by the other. Now, again, it's hard for me right now. It's interesting that I'm picking up on this codependent energy because with codependent relationships and this like in the concept of being like enmeshed, it's like you don't know where you start and the other person begins. You know, you're too enmeshed with one another. And the energy that I keep picking up on for you guys in pile 1 is that I can't fully distinguish whether or not this is how the person feels about you or if this is how you feel about them. You know, it's definitely a really interesting vibe that I'm getting here. Like, so with the marionette coming up, it's like somebody here was either like the puppet or the puppet master. And it's hard for me to tell which one was the case. Was your person the puppet master or were you the puppet master? I almost feel like both of you guys are seeing each other as the puppet master. Like, because here, this is about needing to be in control. You know, this is about needing to be in control of the situation. This person, you and this person may have been into like some spiritual type stuff together, spell work, witchy kind of stuff, magic. I also think that this person has walked away and been exploring and deepening their own spiritual practices right now. Again, strengthening their third eye, trying to see things more clearly with regard to the situation. And it's interesting with this card of the trap coming up here because it's like there's definitely victim mentality. There's definitely victim mentality here for sure. Like, I wonder if you guys had a financial tie, if this person feels like they were victimized by you in some way when things split. But I also think, again, this person liked to lure you in. They got gratification out of you not being successful, or they got gratification out of you not being fully independent. I feel like it gave them a sense of being able to control you in a sense. Yeah, it definitely seems like there was some sort of like group spiritual, like witchy energy going on here. So this is so interesting, pile 1. Let's go ahead and close out the reading with just a couple of these little advice cards. We're going to just do like one or two, just to see what guidance Spirit wants you to know about this connection or what you might need to know about yourself with regard to the situation. And as I was shuffling, look at this, vampire. This is that energy of codependency that I was picking up on. Like somebody here was an energy vampire. It says, I will try my best to handle my own issues rather than draining the energies of others around me. So somebody here was quite draining to the other. So let's see. What does pile 1 need to keep in mind as it pertains to this connection? What do they need to know? Talented. I honor my unique talents as they have been given to me from the divine to share with the world. So I kind of feel like both you and this person, you guys needed to like go on your own path, because I do think that there was a history here, a long history. I do think at one point there was alignment in this connection. There was love in this connection. But I do think that there was something about being too enmeshed with this person in an unhealthy way. And it's interesting that this card comes out specifically highlighting your unique talents, right? I think the message for this group is that you don't need this person to shine. You don't need this person to support you with this 9 of Pentacles reversed. You have your own unique skills and abilities that have been gifted to you that you're meant to share with the world. I feel like you guys are very creative and just very magical in your own right. And you don't need somebody else to prop you up. Let's get one more, just because I'm curious. One more card for pile 1 with regard to this connection. Open book. You are not obligated to share everything with others. Keep certain ideas and thoughts to yourself in order to preserve the magic. I kind of feel like you guys probably contributed a lot to whatever this 10 of Pentacles, this legacy energy was. You guys contributed a lot of really amazing creative ideas. You really poured your talent into whatever this situation was. I was kind of drawn to like how the flower in her mouth is yellow. I'm sorry, is orange. Orange being tied to the sacral, which is all about your creativity, right? Like something creative was gifted to this group energy by you, to this person by you. And I think this person took advantage of that, you know? So I think your lesson here is that you don't have to share every creative idea that you have with everybody. You can keep some things to yourself. And with this card being here, sunny side, I will not let past challenges rob me of opportunities to be happy in the future. Not allowing this situation that definitely seems like it went sour to, prevent you from connecting with others in a similar fashion in the future. You just learn your lessons and, around these advice cards here, you learn your lesson and you don't make the same mistake twice, right? So pile 1, we're going to end the reading here. As always, comment below. I love to hear from you guys kind of like how the reading resonates. Tell me who this person is that you guys were asking about and what your connection was. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I'll see you then. Bye. Hey pile 2, if you guys picked out the Modern Witch Tarot with this lapis lazuli crystal, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking into a non-romantic version of how does your person feel. So a lot of you guys have requested a video like this. And so I'm going to do things very similarly to how I structure my love life or my romantic versions of this reading. We're just going to try to take away some of the more like lovey-dovey romantic specific decks and cards. So that this reading can apply to other types of connections that you guys might be curious about. So we're going to start with these pre-shuffled oracle cards that are here, and then we're going to get into the tarot and, of course, continue building out your message on camera here. So where do they stand? We have the Armadillo Spirit, setting healthy boundaries, and we have the Honeymoon. So funny. The love cards, the romantic love cards, they just have to make their way. So for some of you guys, this could be a romantic situation, or maybe this person has feelings for you. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that. So what I'm feeling here is that this person has a tough exterior when it comes to this connection. The Armadillo Spirit is literally about, like the card says, being able to set healthy boundaries, being able to understand and discern like what's for you, what's not for you, and to really stick to your guns around the things that you're willing to allow into your life, the things that you're willing to tolerate or not tolerate. And this person, I think, is working on setting healthy boundaries when it comes to you. And I think that this person is also perhaps embodying a bit of a tougher exterior when it comes to you. Now, that's not to say that there aren't feelings here. I definitely feel with this honeymoon energy coming up that there are feelings of care and love and compassion and like a desire to be on the same page with you. Again, for some of you guys, this person could be harboring romantic feelings toward you, which is why maybe they feel that this is something they shouldn't have, which is why they feel they need to set these boundaries and this tough exterior here. But there's a desire to be on the same page with you. And I do think that there's a deep connection. There's an emotional connection here between you guys. So it's weird. It's like I'm getting a vibe of like wanting closeness, but also wanting distance at the same time. So let's just jump right into your tarot and see if we can get a little bit more info. So tell me for pile 2, how does this person feel about pile 2 at this time? This deck is like so hard to shuffle, you guys. If any of you guys have it, you feel my pain. It hurts my hands, but I love it. All right, so we have a 5 of Cups in reverse and a 2 of Wands in reverse. How does this person feel about pile 2? We have a King of Cups in reverse. Lots of cups. Clarifying this 5 of Cups reverse, please. We have an 8 of Swords reversed. Clarifying the 2 of Wands reversed. Hanged Man reversed, or Hanged One. And we have a 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So let's grab one of these chakra cards. How do they feel about pile 2? We have third eye. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. And look at this. We have love, heart chakra. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Makes sense. You know, there's definitely love that I'm feeling here that this person holds toward you. I'm guided to say, you guys, that this person's energy does feel a little bit disconnected. It's interesting. All the cards came up reverse, and I did shuffle this deck. You guys saw me do it. I shuffled it really well. So it's like this for a reason. Now, reversals are not bad, but what I do feel is that there's a blockage, like a big blockage with this connection for this person. And with the 7 of Cups being at the bottom of the deck here, I kind of feel that this person is scattered in their energy, that they have a lot of competing priorities in their life. I think that they are confused when it comes to like this connection and just confused about their life in general. Where they want to go, what they want to do, what they want to explore, who they want to be. And so it's no surprise that this energy of the third eye is coming up here, because I think that this person is maybe struggling to trust themselves, you know? They're struggling to see clearly through the confusion that they feel in their life. I wonder if for some of you guys this is like an ex-partner or something. I don't know. So how do they feel? I want to start in the middle here of the reading with the 2 of Wands and the Hanged One reversed. I definitely feel like this person with this is the only major arcana card we have, okay? The Hanged Man energy is about surrender. Right? It's about surrender, and it's about seeing something from a new and different perspective. Okay? I kind of feel with this armadillo spirit that this person is guarded towards you. And I kind of feel with the 2 of Wands here, reversed, that this person is a little bit still in like a lack mindset or a fear mindset. I think that they are in a comfort zone as it pertains to this connection. And I think that they may be struggling to see things differently. I definitely think there's love here, but I think that there's a little bit of a stubborn energy that I get from this person, of them really resisting change and really resisting the ability to, you know, see it from a different perspective. There's a lot of confusion for them when it comes to this connection. They don't understand what's going on for themselves, even, let alone from your perspective. I definitely see with the 5 of Cups reversed and the 8 of Swords that this person, I think in the past, has felt sad about this connection. So maybe the 2 of you guys have, disappointed each other in some way, or there's been a falling out, or this person could just be grieving. It could have nothing to do with you, really. Could be something external to this connection that they were not coping well with in their life. And they are, I think, starting to feel better. I think there's healing here. I think that they are starting to see beyond some of their self-limiting beliefs that they may have been wallowing in. I don't know why I said the word wallowing, but sometimes this Five of Cups can be that at times, right? Like it just feels that this person, there's a lot of emotion here. It seems that this person has maybe sometimes a difficulty in controlling their emotion, understanding their emotion. And when they're standing in their emotion, like with the Eight of Swords, I think that it makes them feel very awkward. Makes them feel very awkward and uncomfortable. And they don't trust it. This person struggles to trust their instincts. They struggle to trust in their feelings. I think that there is, with this King of Cups reverse, a part of this person who feels a little bit like a victim. Okay. I think that this person, again, with the King of Cups reverse, there's a struggle and a challenge here to really regulate their emotions with regard to you. And I feel like they are just struggling to be like independent in general with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like, I wonder if this person really relied a lot on you for help or support, financial support, or just support like in the physical world, right? Like the 3D world of life. Like there's something about them that I think feels victimized, that like they're not getting that support from you that they once did. Or if you guys are still in communication with this person, I think that they are just feeling like you don't support them, is what I get from that. Like they need your help. Maybe that they need your help is more, not that you don't support, but that they need your help. So it's interesting, right? Because with the setting of boundaries, it's like hard for me to kind of see where they're doing that here. The only boundary that I see them setting is stubbornness, of like not wanting to come out of their comfort zone with this. And I see that they're very confused. And so maybe that's kind of part of this person's path right now, is like part of the armadillo spirit of setting boundaries is to get to know yourself first and to understand what your boundaries even are. And I think that that's where this person they're learning about this right now when it comes to this connection. Like they're learning that they need to set healthy boundaries, but there's a struggle, I think, here of like, where do I start? I'm also guided to say for some of you guys that this person could be drinking a lot. I feel like this person could be drinking a lot. There's a lot of reverse cups and hazy energies. Drinking or substance abuse could be a problem for this person. So let's continue. How do they feel? Oh, hold on. Too many. How does this person feel about my pile 2 viewers? Yeah, this. You guys knew them for a long time. Memories, remembrance, commemoration, and reunion. I kind of sometimes, I don't know why I feel like this, but you know how like sometimes in life, the people that you've known the longest, you have like, what am I trying to say? Like, I kind of feel like this person thinks that just because you guys have a history or that you've known each other for a long time, that like they don't have to be self-aware or like, change their ways for you. I don't know. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that. They feel stubborn for some of you guys. We have blessing, fulfillment, well-being, and enlightenment. It's a beautiful card. We also have schedule, management, plan, and organize. We also have self-love here at the bottom, self-concern, self-healing, and independence. I feel that this person needs to work on independence because first I want to say is, like, I think with the blessing card coming up here, they are searching for fulfillment. They are searching for well-being in their life. Again, with the self-love card, I'm also guided to say that I think that this person truly felt fulfilled in the way your connection is, right? I think that's why we have this reversal energy here of them not wanting to like change it or see it differently, because they feel happy and fulfilled with how it is. But there's something where they are realizing that they need to get their crap together a little bit in terms of like their planning and organizing and time management skills here, because they're lacking something in life with this 9 of Pentacles reverse. There's something about their financial situation that I think is less than ideal. And because they've been so like scattered in their energy, they're finally starting to realize that like it's time to put some structure into my life again and turn everything back upright. I don't know, guys. This is an interesting reading. Like, I don't know that I feel a super strong connection to you, though, as I'm tapping into this energy. I have to be honest. Like, that 7 of Cups with that scattered energy and just, like, all the reversals, this person just feels quite disconnected, just in general, from you. So I'll definitely be curious to hear from you guys, like, what's going on. Okay, so let's end the message here with a little healing message for you, my viewer, just to kind of see what you may want to consider keeping in mind as it pertains to this person. Survivor. What has not killed me has only worked in making me a stronger person. Wow. I think you guys cried a lot of tears over this person. I think this person may have really hurt you. And I think the message here is about like saying you have grown exponentially since whatever this situation was. And I think there's a need here for you with the 5 of Cups reverse to focus on the brighter side of what came out of this connection. Like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger is kind of the message of that card. So there's some superpower that I think that you all learned or acquired through dealings with this person. Let's grab one more for pile 2. We have signs from above. I know that my angels and guides are assisting me. So you are assisted. You are supported. We have honesty. I speak up when I have something to share. I am no longer fearful of what other people cannot handle. Yes. Makes sense with that lapis lazuli that you guys picked out with the throat chakra being here. Like, I definitely think that, I don't know if this person was just really tough with you or like they just made it really difficult, because they are so blocked. Like, it just feels like they have a wall. Like, I feel like I'm tapping into the energy of a brick wall a little bit here in so many ways. But at the same time, I think this person is very fragile inside. And so there could have been a tendency for this group to sort of refrain from speaking up when they rightfully should have, because you knew that this person was not going to deal with it well. And there would be consequences to that for you. So I think that's the superpower here, is that you are now able to advocate for yourself after dealings with this person. And you are not alone. You understand that you're supported, you're protected. Speaking up is not going to be dangerous for you anymore. So, goodness, pile 2. I'm really curious to hear from you in the comments, like, what was the situation with this person? So please drop me a note below and let me know. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here. Comment below and let me know how the reading resonated. Hit the bell so that you know when I'm posting the next video, and I'll see you then. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out the Lord of the Rings tarot with this little pyrite crystal, this will be your reading. So a lot of you guys have been requesting that I do sort of like a non-romantic version of how do they feel. So that is exactly what we're going to be getting into today. So for This reading, we're going to be looking into how your person, non-romantic, feels about you. I'm going to structure it very similarly to how I do the romantic version of the reading. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And comment below. I always love hearing your stories and who it is that you're asking about. So let's start by looking at the overall energy that they're in right now. So we have the groundhog spirit, time to let go. And we have the energy of neglect here. Wow. I wonder if you and this person have known each other for a really long time, like maybe since childhood, because I'm getting like inner child vibes from this card. I'm getting loneliness from this card. Like a person who had to like sort of self-soothe a lot or be very like self-sufficient from a very young age. Someone that had to learn how to take care of themselves because their primary caretakers were not doing what they should have been doing for them. I'm definitely feeling very vulnerable as I tap into this energy. And very lonely energy that I'm getting from this. So, wow. Where do they stand? Well, definitely with the groundhog spirit here, this person is certainly realizing that there's something that needs to be released with regard to this connection. And whether it's these feelings of abandonment or loneliness or something from your history, it's like there's an energy of releasing and letting go. And when I think of the groundhog, I think of like the silly tradition that we have where like how does it work? Like when the groundhog like sees its shadow or something, whoa, hold on a second. I got to Google this because I feel like I just got a message about this. I'm typing in Groundhog Day into my phone. Let's see what it says. So it says, if a groundhog emerges from its burrow on this day and sees its shadow, it will retreat to its den and winter will go on for 6 more weeks. If it does not see its shadow, spring will arrive early. You guys, this person, I think when it comes to this connection, there's something about their shadow that is being triggered, okay? And I do think that this person has issues with abandonment. I do think that this person had issues in their childhood, or maybe the two of you together in your childhood. There's something that you went through. But I feel like this person might not want to totally see their shadow. Okay, like sometimes it's easier to just bury it, right? It's easier to just kind of like ignore the darkness all around you and just focus on what feels happy, or focus on what feels not happy, but focus on what feels easy. Focus on what feels playful. I kind of wonder for some of you guys if this person has sort of like a playful persona or like a front that they put up. But deep inside, they're really struggling. Okay. Wow. So let's take a look. How does this person feel about you? Pile 3. We have a 7 of coins reversed. We have a death card reversed. We have an 8 of cups reversed. A king of cups. A 6 of coins. A 2 of staves. with a Seven of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. Let me pull one of these chakra cards for us. One thing I'm already getting is that I kind of feel like you and this person are really different, okay? Like, both unique and talented in your own right, but just really different, okay? You see the world differently. Okay, this is the one that's coming out, so we're going to take that. Grounding. Yeah, I feel like you guys might kind of see the world through different lenses here, because we have some indications here in this card as well as this card where it's like kind of opposite energies clashing or opposite energies coming together and appreciating each other. Okay, so we have grounding. Sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. This person, I think, is needing to ground right now. They're focusing or needing to focus on their own stability in life. Now, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I kind of feel that there's an undertone here of this person starting to kind of crash down to reality in their life. I feel like for some of you guys, this person could be a drinker, or maybe they numb with alcohol or something, and there's been like a moment here where they've realized that doing so was masking their feelings. Because Seven of Cups reverse is sort of like the rude awakening. It's like coming down from the high, crashing from the high, you know, being snapped into reality. We have one major arcana card in this reading, which is the Death card, and it is in reverse. So it's interesting that we have the message of the groundhog spirit, which is talking about needing to let go. But with the Death card being reversed, they are having a hard time with letting go. This card in reverse is about resisting the necessary change, not being ready to let it go and move into a brighter day, right? I think there's also a situation here with this group where this person might be avoiding the change because they know that it's going to bring just a massive transformation to their status quo. Okay? This scene in the movie, in the book, Lord of the Rings, is pivotal because this is when the fellowship is basically separated, right? It changes the course. It was a necessary change in course because it ultimately ended up for the better that they went their separate ways. It had to happen. It was inevitable, but it still makes it's still not easy to do. It's still sad. And so I do feel that there's something that this person is resisting in terms of letting go of the past, because they know that if they let it go fully, that it's going to bring about a change that I think is going to feel a little bit uncomfortable for them. And I think they're struggling to see what like the bright side could be of that change, of letting go. Because with the Eight of Cups here in reverse, they're still holding on. You know, they're still holding on to a situation that doesn't feel fulfilling anymore. Okay? So how do they feel about you, pile 3? What is going on? I just keep seeing fear. Like I keep seeing I feel like this person with the Seven of Coins in reverse, it's like there's an energy of like giving up or not investing anymore, or giving up on building something. Like something's not working out from their perspective. And I feel like it's making them a little moody with this King of Cups. Again, I feel like this person drinks. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that this person drinks. For some of you guys, this could be your father. I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting that, but it kind of feels like that could be the case. But I do think this person has love for you. You know, I do think that they have love for you. I think they care about you. I I just continue to feel that this person feels that you guys are very different. And maybe they're afraid that if they let go of you or let go of something between you, that it's going to cause further separation between you, the two of you. Because again, like, we have this exchange of generosity happening here between two very different beings. I feel that this person oddly looks up to you in some way, but I feel that they really struggle to communicate their appreciation for you. And look, as I parted the deck, loneliness. But it's like they're also blocking forward movement here. You know, like, I don't know. It's weird. Let's see what else we got. How do they feel for pile 3? Self-love, yeah. So this is something this person, I think, needs to work on, especially with this neglect energy. We have withdrawal, quitting, awakening, and rejection. Yeah, that makes sense with the 7 of Pentacles, you guys. Like, that's kind of the energy of giving up, like walking away from something we've invested in because we're not satisfied with it anymore. I just feel like this person really sees you guys as like this magical goddess, right? Like, but that you don't really give them much. You know, like in this card, we have Galadriel giving locks of her hair to Gimli, and he's just like in awe over this, right? Like, just that little bit of attention is just like amazing to him because he finds her so beautiful and amazing as a being. Let's see. Daydreaming, optimism, illusion, and what does that say? Delirium? I don't know. Kind of makes sense though with that 7 of Cups being here, because that is the daydream card. I kind of feel that this person just withdraws and gets like stuck in their head about things and just fantasizes about things instead of like doing anything to connect with you, you know? We also have nightmares, suffering, darkness, and persecution. Yeah, this person is not doing well, you guys. I think that they're really like struggling inside with self-love and happiness and fulfillment in their life. This energy just feels very depressed. It feels very dark. I don't know. It's weird. And it feels blocked. Like, I really would not be surprised if this person drinks a lot to suppress their emotions. So, I don't know, pile 3. I don't feel like we got a lot of info of how they feel about you. I feel like we got a lot of info about like how what their situation is right now, which I guess sometimes is necessary. But let's look and see just what guidance or advice you, my viewer, may need to keep in mind as it pertains to this connection. Broken promises. When you're ready, I know you'll fix this. So I think this is about pulling back your energy and letting this person come into their own timing of rectifying the situation. Okay? Because I think that they've hurt you too, or disappointed you in some way. We have confusion. I take responsibility for my own decisions that contributed to challenging situations. So I wonder for this group if there's a need to reflect on, like, you know, sometimes confusion can happen when we ourselves are not clear about what we want, right? Think about in the love readings, like the romantic love readings all the time, how like we get these energies for people who just don't really know what they want. They're in this 7 of Cups energy of scattered energy. And when your energy is scattered, you don't always put forth intentional energy toward a person, right? And so maybe there was a part of you, my viewer, who was in a scattered energy as well, which was contributing to the confusion because you're acting in a way without intention, without being cognizant of the energy you're putting forth and how it could be perceived by this person. Okay. We also have reserved. Silence is golden. Some things are just better left unsaid. So there was something about maybe oversharing here as well, or even just, if you've been thinking about, do I need to talk to this person? I feel like what Spirit is saying is that you may want to consider also letting it go and like realizing that not saying something can be just as powerful, if not more powerful, than telling someone off, So very interesting message though, Pile 3. As always, please comment below. Let me know how you feel that this resonated with your situation. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I'll see you then. Bye.